You are watching Influence Media, PSI TV, the Netflix of biz brands.
My guest today is Tali Levy. She is the voice for the Levy family, sharing the struggle and journey of her brother, the tireless efforts of a loving father, and the support of a family, which has been documented in both book and film. There really is purpose in pain. And because of what the Levy family has learned along this painful journey, you know, they're sharing it with us, and we can all, as a result, be encouraged, educated, and even empowered. Tali, thank you for being my guest today.
Thank you. Hi.
All right, Tali. So, wow, I did check out the website. I did see, oh my gosh, what an amazing story. So, A Wish to Live is not really unique to your family. There are lots of people who have that wish to live, but the fight that you guys did and the findings that you made along the way made that wish very, very real. So many of us get bad medical news, and some of us simply accept that and wait for the inevitable, but not your father. Now, on a side note, my own uncle died recently, and he was on dialysis before he passed, but COVID kind of took that final straw. So your brother, Avichai, has been living with chronic kidney disease since age 4. How old is he now?
In November, he will be 45.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. 41 years with this disease and still going strong. That is incredible. So before we jump into the details of that story, how is he feeling now?
He's okay. He's still doing dialysis, and they cut his leg like a year ago. So he's doing dialysis, and now we need to struggling with the leg, and but he's okay. He's still okay. He still hope that something good will happen, that one day he will be healthy. He have a lot of faith that it will happen. And that's what's important for us, that he still believe.
Absolutely. But as it is right now, there's already an amazing miracle, because not very many people survive this long. I know many people who are on dialysis. They don't have this kind of 41 years. They don't have kind of time. So that's already a huge miracle. And we're, of course, praying for a continuation of that. So now at age 4, Avichai could not have fought for his life on his own. This is where your father's tireless, relentless role in this fight came in. I'm sure there was support of the family as well, but I felt like from what I saw, your father took the main role in this. So, and this whole experience has been captured not only in a 2-part book, but also a documentary movie. What is it like, Tali, to live the story while it's being recorded?
Wow, my father is, I think everything is because of my father. And he's amazing. Is something special. I think he teach us all of this, like the way we thinking, the way we live. He push us all the time. Even that Avichai is sick, we still need to travel. We still need to enjoy life. We still need to be happy, to smile, to hope all the time. So yeah, he's the one that push us all the time to continue and live our life. He's amazing. Yeah, he did for us a lot. And I think everything that me and Avichai, the way we behave and the way we see life, it's because everything that my father teach us. I just want to explain that the books, my father wrote the book. The first one was published in 1990. It was a long time ago. My brother is 45. So, back then we didn't have any internet. We didn't have any social media. Everything was much, much, much difficult to find even solution for something very, very small. You still, you work much more harder. So the first book was published in 1990. The second one was in 2005. And the commentary movie was, they start in 2014. They start to follow us. So it's like part by part, but it's at the end, it's like including everything that he passed. Yeah. We have few more books, but I didn't do anything with them yet.
Okay, so you had a camera crew following your family since 2018?
2014.
2014. And so that's, yeah, so what was it like living through that while it's being documented? I mean, that must be something. It's almost like reality TV.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, in the beginning, we took it. My brother loved that. he loved the camera, and he loved life. This is what's amazing with Avichai. And so everything that special happened for him, he's doing very good. And they was with us all over. I came to United States in 2014. No, 2011. And I meet them in 2013, 2014. We was supposed to do a transplant in Miami. And this is why they start follow us. We was sure that, yeah, they accept us, the hospital in Miami accept us. So we're going to do this transplant and everything will be good and we're done. But it didn't was like that. So it surprised all of us that they continue to follow us for a long, long time. It was until the beginning of this year. After they cut his leg, they finished the movie, because for Avichai, the only solution, it's the research. He can't do another transplant. And this is why we decide to done with the movie when they cut his leg. And we still hope that something will happen with all this research that we find.
Yes, and we want to hear about that research because, because I mean, like I said, the average, I know a lot of people who are on dialysis. I have been to many that have not made it. And I'm telling you that I'm already amazed. And I want to help you get this word out, because to give hope to people who are on dialysis that they can survive for many, already 41 years and counting, that's already amazing. And, so, whatever your father did, whatever Avichai did, along the way to maintain his life and to keep that joy along the way, it's amazing, because it sounds like the amazing attitude that was there as well. So that's fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about these books now. The books, you said there's 2 out, many more written, not all out available, but these 2 are. There is a documentary movie that follows his life journey. And we do want to encourage viewers and listeners to watch the movie and to get the books, but tell us a little bit about what they're going to experience when they do.
So the books, yeah, there is a lot of parts that it said, because, he passed a lot. The first one, my father and my mom didn't really accept the situation. So they try to go to all kind of rabbis and all kind of, everybody that say, hey, there is somebody there that she can help maybe. So they go everywhere, all over the country. And they try to, try all kind of treatment, everything that was available, they try. And so the first book is like, you see all the 4 or 5 years, the beginning, how they running from one to another and they never give up. They never lost hope. They continue and, okay, this one we didn't succeed with this one, maybe we succeed with the other one. So they try all the time, and the books can give the writer a lot of hope. And if they did it and if they never give up, so why I need to give up for something that's much more easy than to be in the hospital for so many years. My brother was in a hospital 24/7 for 11 years. He never go out. The only times that he go out from the hospital is when my father decided that it's time to travel. We can't be there all the time. So we took us from the hospital and, you know, we go all over for a different, all kind of doctors that promise. So it was all over the country. So the first book can give you a lot of hope. And, you know, you see, you read about them and you said like, wow, they never give up. They go and from one to another and never stop.
The
Even
other thing
at the end of
is that
the
some of those things that they already tried, you're giving people a head start. They don't bother with this one didn't work, don't bother with this, that. So that's another good part of it too.
yeah. But you know, sometimes even if it's not help to this guy, it can help to this one. So it's depends. There is a lot of treatment. It's not only treatment, it's sometimes like just crazy stuff. You need to read a book, but it's crazy what you can do when you want to be healthy and you believe that you will be healthy. You're doing crazy stuff. And this is what the book about, like how many crazy stuff and things that you even not imagine that you can do, you do because you still want to be healthy and you believe. So the end of the first book, it's like another beginning. So it stopped, and because of, I don't know if it's good that I will say too much because
no, because no, there's still so much.
Yeah.
No, because people still want to know what those things were that you tried, and you know, and yeah, absolutely. And it's so interesting that, I mean, you guys had reality TV before reality TV was what we know now. So one of the survival strategies you mentioned, you tried a lot of, you said crazy things, but alternative treatments, alternative modalities of care. You know, everybody understands dialysis. We understand that, but there are other things, some of these crazy things you mentioned. So I'm kind of glad you're not keeping these things secret, because really there are others struggling with this same problem. Like I said, I wish I had interviewed you before. My uncle just passed and he was on dialysis for a long time too, not as long as Avichai, which is why I'm like, wow, that I was personally, wow, this is amazing, because I wish I had known this before. So you're giving other families hope. Other people are also struggling with this chronic disease, but it truly also impacts your entire family, not just your brother. So tell us a little bit about these alternative options.
So, you know, in Israel, we believe in rabbis. So it was like millions of different rabbis and different of, I don't know how to call them, you know, ladies and women and men that doing all kind of magic stuff. What else? A lot of stuff like, oh, to be vegetarian and to eat different stuff, and a lot, like it was millions. So I think you have a lot of them in the book, not all of them, but part of them. And you know, the doctor didn't really give us hope. They very short. Like they said to my father, as example, my brother loves soccer. Until today, soccer is his life. So from very young age, the doctor said he can't do sport. Like, don't do sport. And my father said, no, but he loves sport. Why he need to stop doing something that he loves? I don't believe in that. If he will stop doing, he's doing dialysis, you want him to stop doing sport, you want to kill him. Like, what else he have in life? And my father said, no, no way. He will do sport. And my father go with him, play with him soccer in a team. And, you know, by the end, it's help him. Because, you know, if you know people that doing dialysis, so the bond became very weak when you're not doing anything and you do only dialysis. And by the end, it's like, you know, he will be like 10 years old, look like 40 years old. So my father didn't agree and he took him to soccer. By the end, the doctor said, they didn't believe that it's happened, but all his bone was straight. And they said, my father told the doctor, you know why? Because he's doing sport, because he's playing soccer. This is why he looked like that. And after that, the doctor said, recommend all the dialysis kids to do sport. But a lot of stuff that my father, even that the doctor said, no, don't do that, my father decided to do it anyway. And it became like, okay, wow, it's good. So why you stop them? A lot of things that the doctor, like they said, you know, he's not going to do more than 10 or 15 years dialysis and he will be done. Nobody in the world doing dialysis more than 15 years. So
Exactly.
think about that, because it's very close to die. And my father said, no, he's not going to die. He will do dialysis. We will find him a different solution. He go all over the world, and he give my brother so much hope that that's why he's doing 40 years. Even that, you know, one of the times my father decided to give him his kidney. And the doctor said, no, don't give him your kidney because it's not going to help. You're not really fit for him. And he have disease that your kidney will be done very fast. And my father said, no, if I will give him 6 months without dialysis and can give him a little bit longer time to continue. So I want to do that. And that's what he did. So everything that my father, the doctor said a lot of stuff, but my father decided different and he did different, and it's worked most of the time. So I'm not saying that the doctor don't know what they're saying, but back then, again, we need to remember that it was long time ago. So you need to open your mind and, you know, give your patient like hope. And the doctor don't really know how to do that. I can understand, because they don't want to give you hope and then it's not going to work. But I think hope it's life. Believe it's life. If you believe in something and hope and you have something to see and look for the future, sometimes this is the only thing that can help you live.
Yes.
And that's what usually the doctor not doing. Like the research that I find all over, there is amazing research that can delete the dialysis from the world. But, you know, for my brother is life, because he said, okay, so I believe that I will do that one day. So he continue fight. But 41 years to be sick, and now to handle his life without a leg, it's not something easy. And I can understand, you know, everything that he feel or do. But yeah, I want to push more and I want to help him more. And again, we grow like that. So my father was the best coacher ever that we can ask in life, you know.
But
So
you know, lots of people, like military people, come back from war without a leg, and they get prosthetics and stuff. So loss of a leg is not even that much of a big deal anymore. It's really not that a big deal anymore.
yeah,
That's amazing. You're right. You know, I can understand for the doctors too. They're constantly seeing, you know, sad events themselves, so they have to find their own way to protect their own hearts. But you know, to be able to give hope. Hope is, to me, the most important potion of, I don't know, like you said, the thing that keeps people going. Hope
exactly.
is anticipation, hope, looking forward to tomorrow is just, it is really the most powerful thing.
One,
So,
yeah.
Tali, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Yeah, the most important, again, it's the book is, I want just people to understand that the book is not, yeah, there is part that it's sad. And
the book is A Wish to Live. That's the book. Also the name of the movie, yes?
Yeah, also the name of the movie and also the name of the website, everything. We use this name because this is the name that my father called the first book. So we use this name because we're still there. We still to live. So the books give you so much hope, and that's what I want people to understand. Yeah, there is sad places in the movie, in the book, in the movie too, but you get from this so much. It's like free coach,
Mhm.
free coach for life. Yeah.
Okay, there you have it, people. awishtolive.com. awishtolive.com. It's an amazing website. You'll be able to access both copies of the book, both parts of the book, and be able to watch the documentary there as well. And Tali, I'm sorry?
It's only the trailer.
Only the trailer. Oh, so how do they watch a movie, Tali?
The movie is not out yet.
Oh,
yeah, it will be out, I believe, by the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And the company that the distribution that did it, they still working on few stuff. So it's not out yet, but you have the trailer in the website.
that's also something to look forward to, right? So
Yeah.
awishtolive.com. Thank you so much, Tali, for being my guest today. We send our best regards to your brother, to your whole family, and we appreciate your father's effort that he has done and given the rest of us that, wow, that strength to keep going no matter what. We tell your father, totally appreciate that lesson, that life lesson he shared with us.
Thank you very much. Bye.